Story Spectacular
presents
Sleepy Time Tales.
Tonight's tale is Buffy the Bat. It's Sleepy Time Tales, brought to you by Story Spectacular. I'm your host, Angie. Tonight's tale is simply batty. We will be tagging along with Buffy the Bat and get a glimpse of the nightlife. Let's begin our bat-tastic tale now. Buffy the Bat. The sun is setting. While the other forest animals are tucking themselves into bed, Buffy the Bat is just beginning to wake up. She has spent the whole day hanging from a tree upside down, sound asleep. But by the light of the moon, Buffy yawns and slowly wakes up from her slumber.
Oh, it looks like it's getting dark out. Time for me to get up and grab some breakfast.
Buffy swings back and forth until she begins to spin all the way around the tree branch. Then she lets go and launches into the air. The forest is pitch dark, but Buffy isn't afraid. She doesn't even need a nightlight to see in the dark. Instead, Buffy makes funky sonic noises. She sends out sound waves and listens for an echo. Sometimes the sound bounces back.
I must be close to a big rock.
Other times the sound travels far out into the distance.
I think there's a meadow up ahead. That's the perfect place to grab some grub.
Buffy flaps her wings and flies to an open field. There are all kinds of bugs flying around too.
Oh, Bat Boy, time to eat.
Buffy swoops and soars, catching insects with her tongue and swallowing them whole.
Gulp. Moths, mosquitoes, and beetles are delicious, but I wouldn't mind eating something sweet too.
Buffy perks her head up and sniffs. She catches the smell of an apple tree at the end of the meadow. Buffy gleefully leaps into the air. She loops and spins. And makes her way across the meadow to the apple tree. She grabs onto a branch with her feet and begins munching on a ripe and juicy apple.
Delicious and nutritious.
Buffy climbs all around the apple tree, smelling and tasting the mouth-watering fruit.
Gee, I'm pretty full. Time to do some more exploring.
Buffy leaps into the air. She sends out her sonic sounds.
What fun adventure is ahead of me now?
The sounds signal a roaring river up ahead.
Neato!
She swoops down and begins to splash and skip across the water. Buffy tips her head down and takes a drink. She turns her head and sends a sound to the edge of the riverbank. The sound echoes back loudly.
It sounds like a big rocky cliff is over there. Oh, wow, I can't wait to do some rock climbing.
Buffy flies over to the rocky cliff and begins to climb up the boulders. Just then, the sun slowly begins to rise in the sky.
Uh-oh, the sun is coming up, and I'm kind of afraid of the daylight. Perhaps I will find a nice dark place to rest.
Between two large rocks, Buffy finds a little bat cave to crawl inside.
This is the perfect place for a bat nap.
She settles inside the cozy nook and grabs onto a little vine with her feet. She hangs upside down and drifts off to sleep. She sleeps all through the day until the sun goes down once more. The end. Story Spectacular is written and hosted by Angela Ferrari. To purchase spectacular books and to watch story videos, go to storyspectacular.com. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, subscribe to Story Spectacular on Apple Podcasts. While you're there, you can leave a rating and review. This helps the show climb the charts so that others can discover Sleepy Time Tales too. Sleepy Time Tales.